Okay, we'll just double check all of our information here, and I think we're pretty much ready to go, which is a very good thing. Always takes a moment to double check everything. Good to check, good to check. So tonight, welcome to Workshop Wednesday, where I'm going to do something I've never tried before, as usual, and I'm going to turn this bolt into a six-sided die, a D6 using nuts like this. I'm going to get really nuts. So basically I'm going to put a bunch of these on here, and then I'm going to drill little divots in there, and then I'm going to put little dots of paint in those divots, and that will give me what I'm looking for. Basically a six-sided die made out of bolts, and then I'll glue it down. Not sure how I'm going to glue it. The instructions I have say to use like special glue. I'll probably just use super glue. So as I understand it, how we start here is by just taking this and putting it on. And we're going to do this and hope that all of these fit reasonably well. Okay. There we've gone down to the end. Got a whole bunch of these. And so we're just going to keep on doing this. I had problems with the one in the store. It just didn't want to get on there. I don't know if that was a problem with the ones in the store or not. And I'm really hoping these will all be flush, because it would really suck to do this and have them all be at different positions. You really need to be good. They're lining up. So we just keep on doing that. And I just realized I don't really need divots per se. So basically I'm going to put all these in here and then see, that's a problem. So I'm probably going to need to glue that. Does the instructions say what to do? Just pull up my little instruction set here. Get as tight as possible. Want to be straight and tight as you can, with a uniform straightness. You just apply a decent amount of glue just around the top of the nut to make sure not to get too much in the threads. Okay, so he's gluing each one in as he goes. So that's interesting. I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. Basically, I'm gonna unscrew that a bit and put a little, or maybe quite a bit, of that in there. Oh, it's got it all over the place. I've got some on my fingers. This ain't good. Yep, that's super glue on my fingers. Okay, hold on. Danger, Will Robinson. Don't want to put it down because that's super glue. It'll be like permanently bonded. Oh, heck. Oh, and that's already drying. Okay. Okay, so I want that to be not all the way in, but there. Okay, no. I want it to be there. Okay. Then I'm going to grab. So the super glue is no longer a gel. Got liquidy there. Okay, so I'm hoping I can get this on here in a reasonable amount of time. Okay. And I'm hoping this will basically put them all in place. Oop, I got some. Hope that will come off. So this This is exciting. Obviously, again here, we want this to be aligned. Okay. And then a bit more on that one. Am I going to be able to pull that bit of super glue off of there? Some of it. Alright. So I already put some glue on there. So I will put this down. Okay. There we go. There's my... There it is. And I'm going to, just in case, very carefully run a little bit of glue there. So that's running around the edge. Don't know if that's even noticeable. I'm just going to let that sit there for a moment. Whew, that was exciting. I definitely got some super glue on me. So I'm just going to have to recognize that that's going to come off as a mother point. And I've got a little bit of the rubber glove on the nut. So let me grab some tweezers. Thankfully I have some tweezers I can use here to maybe pull off some of that. Like it's stuck on the edges. Again, I'm basically just waiting the few moments for the glue on the end to dry before I go any further. Yeah. Grr. These tweezers have gotten, there we go, a little bent. I need to bend them a little further in. There we go. Now hopefully I can actually grab. Okay, that's getting out some of it. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Matt. Hey, Gorilla Monsoon. So I am making a 6-sided die out of this bolt and these nuts. So basically, I'm going to take this. I'm going to wrap it with some blue tape. And I'm going to drill through that and then put basically some black paint where those are. So this is basically your die, right? So just roll it, and then I'm going to paint pips on each of those points there. Okay, so how we doing? Oh, still sticking. So I'm going to give it a few more moments there to dry. All right, this should, whoops. Well, I got some, that's not going anywhere. Can I get that up? That is super glued down. All right, I can scrape away some of that. That's annoying. Okay, got a little bit of glove on there. Toss that. That's why you see the screwdriver, or the drill here, because I'm going to use that to knock in. I don't need these nuts anymore. These are 1/4 inch 20 nuts on a 1/4 inch bolt. Shoo. Next thing, I guess, is going to be to wrap that. I might, when I'm done with this, cut out a bit of this, like cut off some of the end of the bolt. Because you really don't need all of that extra stuff on the end, but it's not too bad. All right, let's go ahead and wrap that bolt. So I'm just going to take this and do this. So I'm wrapping around like that. And then I should probably cut that off. I get no extra points for sort of double layers here. So I don't want to just keep on going around the whole way. There we go. And, oh, he was talking about how, okay, yeah. You kind of put your fingernail in the grooves so you can tell where, that works very well. So you can tell where each of the nuts are. So I'm just pressing in with my fingernail here. Just like that. And you can see how that really makes it clear where the those nuts are. Okay. Cool. And then there's one more. Oops. One more time around there. Okay. So now we mark. So we need a dot all around here. And here's the thing. I don't want to just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because dice don't roll exactly naturally. And so you want to be careful to sort of randomize it. Or not to randomize it, but to have it have different numbers on different sides. So if it's generally rolling in one way, if it's favoring one side or the other, you're not going to generally get 1s, 2s, or 3s. But fortunately, I have a pattern. I do not listen to music too much, kind of as a rule. I'm. Let me grab some markers. I'm not one of these people who's just like constantly listening to music. That's a pretty good black marker. So let's see here. I'm looking for one. Good. That's got a nice, easy dot. So yeah, I'm not constantly listening to music. I have gotten really into. I keep forgetting the name of this. Electro swing. I love electro swing. So the pips, we're going to go in the following order. We're going to do, I think we're going to go from here. So we're going to do a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. A 5. And then 3. And then 6. Trying to get in the middle there. Then is what, 2 and 4? Yeah. Two and 4. 1, 5, 3, 6, 2, 4. So you can see there, I should say. 1, 5, 3, 6, 2, 4. Hey, Gage. As a rule, just because I find music very distracting. Not very distracting, but noticeably distracting. If I'm trying to do something and I have music on in the background, I am not as productive as when I can just, turn the music on and turn the music off rather and focus. Oops, I need to get the chalk for that. And it's weird. If I have music off, I don't feel more or less productive. If I'm listening to music, I feel like I am productive. But like if I compare my my productivity, no question, that's good. I get a lot more done in a lot less time without music on. And there's not a lot of situations in which, I would be walking around the house not doing anything and just listening to music. I need a clamp too. Dang it. 1 second. Keep forgetting things. Lyrics in particular are very distracting for me. I'm a much bigger fan of non-lyrical music, instrumental music. So classical, jazz, that kind of thing. Big band. It's why electro swing has gotten me so excited because I can just listen to it. So this is going to be interesting. It'll be a little hard to clamp this down, but I think we'll find a way. I'm going to have to clamp it multiple different ways. Okay. Let's try that. I'll show you this once I've got it kind of clamped in. There we go. Oops, nope, it does not want to stay. Hold on. How do I clamp this down? I'm sure there's a way to clamp this down effectively, but I'm not finding it yet. It might do. Okay. I may have to move this camera. I can probably just shift it that way. There we go. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now is drill into each of those spots. Would help if the drill were plugged in, because it is a corded drill. Now, as I understand it from the instructions here, we're drilling the pips. Yeah, he is actually going in. Okay. Cool. Let's see what happens. One more thing. I should get eye protection. Okay. All right. Lots of interruptions tonight. What are your favorite kinds of music, guys? All right. So I'm just going to try drilling in to those spots. We'll see how this goes. Definitely going in. These are not going to line up perfectly, but I'm going to do my best. That's weird. Screen went black for a second. Yeah, that's definitely going in. Cool. Just a regular drill bit. I'm surprised. Okay. Then we will spin it round, baby. Spin it right round. So I basically have to clamp one half of it so that it will actually, sit there. So I'm going to sort of I am going to do one half of it, one side, and then the other half. Wow, just drilling this tends to make my monitor blink. That's worrying. Let's fix that. All right. Oop, went way off there. Dang it. Okay. There's this monitor plugged into that side of things? I don't know. Okay, so we're spinning it around. So we can do the other side of that. Way off. I may come back and do another one of these. Like so many things, you know, the first time you do it, you kind of suck. But just doing it that first time makes you realize, oh, here's how I do it. So if I did it just one more time, it would be much better. Which is kind of annoying. But seems to be the reality of making things. I hope you can see these dots as they're coming in. That's way off. Jeez. Oh well. Like I said, I'm learning. It's tough going in from the side like this. I tend to lose a bit of my alignment. Going to drill the rest of these dots. Hey, Gage. Classical? Nice. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Tchaikovsky, Mozart. I'd love to find more modern classical composers, if that makes sense. You know, modern folks who make music in the classical style, like John Williams. I'd love to find more of those. I've traveled there. So I'm making a 6-sided die out of a bolt. Almost done there. So we're going to get all these little pips going there. And then we're going to paint them. We have just a few more sides. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. We'll do it the other way around. Oh, not that far. That might give me a little better positioning. Yeah, that's much better. Should have done that from the start. Yeah, that's going all over the place. All right. You can see I'm very inaccurate with these drill marks. I guess it looks like a 10-year-old's making it. But it's all about the experience. Alrighty. Now, the original guy I was following for this, he spray painted it. I'm instead going to brush it down with acrylic paint. So let's grab some newspaper. And I think we'll go with just plain old, yeah. And do plain old black paint. Although we could go kind of exciting here. I could do like a bronze for contrast, but I don't know if that would really show up. I'm gonna go with the black. We'll just go black, nice and, nice and simple. Okay. I don't think I really need, I can just hold it like this and paint, so I don't really need gloves. I'll do a glove anyway. I've learned, I've learned that when I tell myself, oh, I won't need that, I actually need that. Okay. So there's the glove. There's the dye. There's the paint. So obviously we'll have to come back some other point to see this finished. So it'll take a while for this paint to dry, but I should be able to just, actually a lot on my brush there. I'm just dabbing paint in all those holes. Right? Nothing too exciting and surprising there. Nothing you wouldn't expect. And then once this is dried, which again will be in a couple of hours probably, I will rip off the blue tape. And I should have my my D6. Okay. There it is. That was pretty easy. So there are, you can see black paint in all of those holes. So now if I can just, I think of a good way of placing this. This is going to do this. Because if I put it down, then it's going to, the black paint will stick to the thing underneath it. So I'm just going to make a little stand here. Okay. Just that's a little tape platform for that to sort of stand on, so all of the sides are good to go. I would not be surprised, girl. Although flamethrowers in here are not a good idea. Maybe one day if I get a workshop or something like that, like a proper workshop, that may well happen. Okay, so that is that. That is in terms of putting that together. One nice thing about acrylic paint is it does dry very quickly. So I'm actually kind of tempted to kind of sit here for a few minutes and then try to pull it off. Pull off that tape. But no, I think I'm gonna be patient. Partly because it has to dry inside those dots. So yeah, I think we're just gonna let that ride for a few. So again, this was just a bolt, 6 nuts in sequence, and then tape it up with blue tape. Drill in all your little pips there, and then paint black paint over that. And then actually, it's not a bad idea. Kind of rotating that on the stand so it has different places for it to dry. That's the whole thing. So unfortunately, obviously, we can't wait all evening for this to dry, but I think you'll get the idea. And hopefully, once this is done, I will show you all how it looks. So that was a short one. Thanks all for stopping by. I will not keep you any longer. And next week we will make something else. Until next time, make something.